Hello, my name is Ray, and this is the first ever episode of my new show that's going to be airing every Friday night, at 11 o'clock. I'm very glad to be here. This is my first ever showing. I'm not able to do this without my good friend Marty Tola. Here I am in front of the U of A Agricultural Center. A lot of traffic going by. It's a Saturday morning. I'm not sure what the time is. But either way, here I am, and I'm the host. My name is Ray. And what I'm here to do is talk about the 21st century, and more or less, I'm going to try to be a humorous look at music, religion, science, everything in general, any 21st century life. Like, are we going to be eating cattle, like in 20, 40 years? Are cattle going to be extinct? Are we going to get killed off cattle and maybe get mad cow disease? Maybe I'll get sued by Oprah. We don't know that. But, oh, the love bug. But either way, they call me Crazy Show. That's the name of my show. There's a lot of people I like to say hello to out there. Brett, my manager, he's awesome. Anna, my girlfriend, she's awesome too. And who else I like to thank? My brother, Luis. I know you guys are all out there in TV land checking me out, so fuck you. One big fuck you to Tucson. I love Tucson, but like everybody else, Tucson has like a lot of bad flaws. But here I go. I'd like to say congratulations to the Mars Pathfinder, the U of A, the University of Arizona sent the Pathfinder to Mars, and apparently they sent these 16,000 images in 83 days before the Pathfinder lost contact with Earth. And what happened was the U of A only built the Pathfinder to last 30 days on Martian land soil. After 30 days, it just died. There's no more signals and whatnot. But in those 30 days, or 83 days, it really lasted 83 days, longer than what they expected. They got 16,000 pictures. But the first picture that they sent back from the Pathfinder was the Mars picture. And that won Best Picture of the Year by Life magazine, and Life magazine is a real good magazine. They don't fuck around. But yeah, that's about that. But congratulations to the U of A, congratulations. Okay, now Desert Hill. People who work at Desert Hills, if you people in TV land don't know what Desert Hills are, there's like a psychiatric hospital called Desert Hills, the Desert Hills. Apparently, these two workers, employees, physically restrained this 15-year-old girl and killed her. Autopsy reports came in. They said that apparently she was strangled. Not strangled, but they restrained her to a point where she lost oxygen due to the fact that she was physically restrained. I send my condolences. But yeah, the people at Desert Hill, you guys are really fucked up. You guys are really fucking up really big time. You guys had warnings before. In 1994, the same employee has been written up for physically restraining someone too hard. You Desert Hill people, I don't know what's wrong with you guys. You fucking corporate motherfuckers, man. Piece of shit. Okay, ex-governor fight. Oh yeah, I'm glad, baby. You're going to prison. You're going to prison. Ain't that good? I'm glad, buddy. You can get up the butt, I hope. I hope you do. Fire Simonton, it's kind of sad that I'm not trying to, Caucasian, older American, tax evasion. Dude, he does all this tax shit with the tax laws, and he thinks he could borrow money. Oh, I'll borrow $1 million here, $2 million here. And he thinks, oh, I won't go to jail. Oh, I won't go to jail. Oh, but the average man, he steals maybe $10,000, $18,000. Oh, he goes to bigger bullshit. And it's kind of sad. But you're getting yours now, Five. You're getting yours. The comet, there's no fucking comet gonna hit us. A lot of people say, yeah, there was a comet gonna hit us in 2038, I think. Maybe 30 years from now. It ain't gonna hit us. And if it did, I'd be glad if it did. Let it hit New York. Let's see what happens then. A mile-long asteroid. Let's see what kind of fucking fire and action we can get off on that on video. Ronald Reagan, I hope right now as I speak, Ronald Reagan's like lying helplessly in bed alone. He's suffering from Alzheimer's. What Alzheimer's is that you forget, you have memory loss, and you have memory loss to a point that you regress to a feeble-minded state of mind that you start acting like a baby. Seriously, dude, and I hope he's like that. I hope he's like that. I hate him. I'm going to talk about Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton, if you can hear me out there, I don't know what to say, buddy. I don't know what to say. You admitted it for the first time you had an affair with Jennifer Flowers, and once you did that, buddy, that was your own mistake. It's your own mistake. I don't know what you think. I don't know what you think. Congratulations to the U of A Wildcats winning the first round. That is fucking awesome. They're fucking bad. They're the best. Like, if the U of A basketball team was a rock band, they would be like the ultimate rock band. Like Duke and Kansas and North Carolina and all the other basketball teams, they're like rock bands. And Mike Bibby, you're awesome. Miles Simon, you're awesome. Michael Dickinson, you're awesome. Jason Terry, you're awesome. Bramlett, you guys are all back. Keep it up. You guys are fucking rocking, man. You guys are fucking bad. Religion, okay, we won't talk about that. Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about cloning. Yeah, there's a guy out there, I don't know what his name is, but I think his name is Richard C. I can't verify it myself, but his name is Richard C. And he's not here in the country no more, and why is that? Well, he's out in some second world country doing cloning experiments, and he said he wants to clone humans. What do you think about that? Cloning humans. Yeah, by the way, I've been saying, what do you think about that? You can get a hold of me now and tell me what your opinion is about me. You think I suck? Tell me. If you want to yell at me, yell at me. Send me a fucking videotape of yourself yelling at me, saying I'm fucking dumb or lame. Do it. Okay, here we go. The Call Me Crazy Show. Information. Very, very valuable information. Very valuable information. Right to the Call Me Crazy Show, P.O. Box 65343, Tucson, Arizona, 85728. Email address is pondocproduction@aol.com. Thanks very much. But here I am today, and what we're going to also talk about is mad cow disease. See if we can get a look footage of the cattle out there. Do you think those cattle is healthy? Do you think that one day that we can eat them 40 years, 50 years from now? What if their body gets so contaminated with pesticides and just 21st century chemicals and toxins that we're never able to eat meat anywhere? Apparently in China, they killed millions and millions of chickens, geese, ducks, quail. Believe it or not, they have quail in China. But they killed them all. Why? Because they were afraid that disease was going to go on to humans, and that was called the bird flu. So the bird flu, imagine that for like a song if you want a rock band, the bird flu. But yeah, that's about it for right now. I'll see you guys in a little bit, and I'm going to be doing some little skits later on as the time goes on for my TV show. Like I said, this is my first time. But keep up with me, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Later. What's going on? My name is Ray again, and here I am doing my Call Me Crazy show. And I'm going to talk about the cloning. Like I said earlier, there was a guy named Richard C. He's not in this country. And what he's doing is cloning humans, or he's trying to at least. And as a matter of fact, here in the U.S., the government, the federal government, is trying to make it illegal for scientists here in the U.S. to make humans from cloning techniques. I don't know about that, but yeah, remember they cloned that sheep Dolly? Well, apparently they've been doing so many more different animals that they can clone. They've been cloning, what have they been cloning? Calves, cows, cats, and they just been increasing their, they're just increasing their knowledge about cloning everything they can, and eventually they will find a way to clone humans, and apparently this guy thinks he did.
If it hasn't happened already.
Yeah, if it hasn't happened already, thank you. If it hasn't happened already. But yeah, that cloning, that's what is up with the cloning? That's I can't imagine myself having 4 or 3 of me, of Ray, running around.
Would it really be you?
It wouldn't be me, but
see, that's
people
the thing. It would look just like you, but it would be a totally different person. And that's why people's moral things is fucked up about it.
40 years from now, how do you know if your next door neighbor ain't a clone or not the real guy? See what I'm saying? I mean, what is it just trained to kill you, the clone? Somehow they genetically alter the DNA when they're cloning that human to be violent prone, to be psychopathic, maybe they can get programmed to be religious fanatical priests and rabbis and a bunch of shit. I mean, would you want a clone running the country? What if Bill Clinton's a clone? There you go, Bill Clinton. What if the president, 50 years from now, whoever it is a clone, and we don't even know it? And we don't even know it.
50 years from now? Why does it have to be 50 years from now? It could be today.
There you go.
It could have already been happening.
We are living in the future. This is 1998. The countdown to the year 2000 has begun. And believe me, I'm going to be partying like Prince will be partying in 1999. So, hey, yeah, another thing, Prince, you're awesome too, man. The music rocks. Music rocks. But here I am, I'm at a tunnel. I won't say where, but the reason I'm here at the tunnel is a lot of people like to hang out in the tunnel. No matter where you live, you can live in San Francisco, Tucson, Arizona, Los Angeles, bumfuck Egypt, if there's tunnels in bumfuck Egypt, Kansas, it doesn't matter where, people like to hang out in tunnels. Why? Because there's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere else to go.
Maybe you've seen the tunnel tapes.
There you go, tunnel tape. Well, I'll show you some tunnel tapes that we did maybe 5 years ago. Me and Marty, maybe 10 of our friends did tunnel tape. And what we did is caused a lot of trouble. But we'll show you that eventually, and I'll talk about it. But yeah, 50 years from now, in the big cities, there's going to be hundreds and hundreds of people living in tunnels. Why? Because there is just overpopulation. It's a fact. I know it's going to happen. It's going to just happen. I mean, a couple years ago, I won't say where, but we were in this tunnel, and we were just doing our own shit and just fooling around exploring, and we found a lot of crazy shit. A lot of crazy shit. A lot of crazy drawings that people write. Crazy drawings, man. So, yeah, people are going to be doing that for hundreds and hundreds of years. And they're going to eventually mutate. They're going to have fucking feces and fucking all kinds of dank produce, broken glass, paper bag, shit flying everywhere. And people are going to be hanging in there, and I don't know, that's kind of sad that it's going to happen, but population is a real big problem now. There's like, what, 9 billion people on the earth? 9 billion people? That's just fucking crazy. And it's supposed to be increased by 50% maybe like in 30 years. That's fucking nuts.
And that's when the
That is
asteroid's supposed to hit.
Oh, and yeah, if the asteroid hits, let it hit Baghdad, please.
Okay, well, you know what I thought was really weird about that? It was like, what, 2 days ago? I know for you people at home, this is outdated, but for us, it's like March 14th. But, so that was like...
1998.
Shit, wow, that's crazy, huh? 2 days ago, it said, has a possibility of hitting the Earth. We've known since December. And then yesterday, the day after it, oh, don't worry.
It's not going to hit.
Like they're going to say, oh, you should worry, and we have 30 years left. And they say it's going to pass in 60,000 miles. But if it hits, it will be like several thousand Hiroshima.
Yeah, and it will create big old, and it will hit the ocean. It will create big mile-long tidal waves, and let it happen. Fuck it, I got 30 years to live.
We'll be old.
But let it hit Baghdad. If it's gonna hit New York, imagine.
Yeah, hit the other side of the world, please, man. I know that's a rude thing to say, but I mean, what the fuck?
Oh, you know what? Let it hit the rude.
See, that'll make people right, being that opinion.
But if it hit, let it hit. But back to the tunnel. People like to hang out.
They said it wouldn't wipe out the population, anyways. They said it wouldn't destroy
humans. Yeah, but it would kill a lot of people.
Why can't we blow it up? It's out there.
Wouldn't that be cool? We throw a nuclear missile at it. Nuclear missile falls down and destroys another city. Wouldn't that be funny? And the comet hits somebody else.
We need to make sure that it's like high powered. But wouldn't it be weird seeing it in the sky?
Yeah, but wouldn't you like that? Oh, okay, heavy granite and rock, I'm hitting you at 1,000 miles per hour. That's cool. That's really cool. But back to the tunnels, man. You can find all kinds of shit. They bring shopping carts. I've been to worse tunnels. We can't go to that because I'm not a kid no more. And when I was a kid, I did dumb things. But these are one of the few tunnels where people like to hang out, and they spray paint, and some of them proclaim gang territory. But what I want to know 50 years from now is spray cans going to be around, spray paint.
You got to be 18 to buy it now.
Got to be 18, and what the symbol's going to be like then for the territory, and what they're going to be doing. Are they going to be using music as their defense against drugs and violence, and a lot of bad stuff happens in tunnels.
Yeah,
a lot of bad stuff.
You could do a whole show on what's the music scene, all that.
It's very sad, and that's why I want to know. I can't imagine what the tunnels in New York must be like. Those crazy people who live under there for 20, 15 years. Some of them don't even come out.
Morlock.
Some of them don't even come out, and we are the future. We are the future. I ain't gonna be like Johnny Rotten, but either way. But yeah, let's get some filming of this territory. And this is it's pretty interesting because 30 years. I wonder what the 30 years from now, what they're gonna be doing. How they're gonna be doing it. Not too many people in Tucson know how to write like that. Yeah, and they're kids who's doing it. They're kids who are bored. They're bored with the skateboard. They're bored with the Super Nintendo. They're bored with the... And see, they eventually get older and start hanging out in worse places. You know what worse places are than tunnels? Bars. Bars are worse places. But I don't know. The future holds so much for us. But for too many, nobody cares. Nobody cares at all. Yeah, there's nothing really much in these tunnels here. Nothing interesting.
Shit, that's a big fucking tumbleweed, dude.
Real big tumbleweed.
That's really big.
My girlfriend's uncle, 20 years ago, he had a band and they were called the Tumbleweed. And they used to play 4th Avenue in 1978. And you'll eventually meet them. But it's a beautiful day. And about the cloning, back to the cloning, is that 40 years from now, there can be people the tunnel people who live, they can eventually come out and start mingling with the clones. And the clones can start mingling with the tunnel people because it's going to be one fucked up thing. I mean, the future is going to be a complex conspiracy, never-ending cycle of violence. There's so much more. Yesterday I was reading the morning paper. There's a picture of a guy, and the guy is on the floor. He has a rock embedded in his head. And I thought, oh, that's real good. That's real good. People throwing big rocks at other people. That's what the future holds for us. I'm very lucky to be alive here in Tucson, Arizona. Tucson rocks. It's 1998, motherfuckers. And this ain't gonna be around. Maybe 10 years from now, this is all gonna be nice and clean. It's gonna be like Portland, Oregon, all nice and clean, like, yeah, best well-planned city in the country. But then again, it could get worse, and there might be a couple bodies stacked up here, and we might never even know it. And who might be doing the killing? Clones. The clones might be doing the killing. Of the tunnel people. They are tunnel people back.
Clones of the tunnel people.
Yeah, I got my paper, and I feel like Dan Rather.
The news according to Ray.
Yeah, the news according to Ray. Thank you very much.
Wake up.
Saddam Hussein, I can't believe he's still alive. That lame-ass, dumb fuck shithead. 7 years later, after the fact of the war, he's still causing trouble. What is up with that? What is up with that? We should have killed him a long time ago. You know what I say? My opinion on that is, let's send all our assassins that the U.S. government have. Let's get our assassins, our Navy SEALs, all our commandos and Green Berets. Let's get them all together and let's just parachute them in Baghdad and let them assassinate the entire goddamn Iraqi government. And there's bus 15. Voila. Transportation in the 20th century. I make a prediction, 21st century, we're going to have flying hover buses. They don't need wheels no more. They hover over the asphalt.
What year will that be?
That'll be 2040. Oh, and also, getting back to transportation, Phoenix and Tucson are trying to get the speed rail thing going. And I read a couple sources, and all my sources are a little off the wall. Not off the wall, they can't complement each other because they got the wrong sources, but I compile my own sources, and therefore I make my own facts. But I think what they want to do is build a speed rail, and it's going to go 300 and some miles per hour, and they can't do it. They had done it in Germany, Japan, and what they want to do is going to take you, say you're in Tucson, 15 minutes to Phoenix, Arizona. 15 minutes on that speed rail. Oh, I'm in Phoenix. I'm in Mesa. 15 minutes ago, I was getting to Tucson.
When do they want this in place by?
It's going to cost several $100 million, I believe. I don't know. I'm not too worried about that. I'd rather worry about Tucson. I ain't going to be going to Phoenix for maybe for concert. But here's a big problem with that. They say, well, okay, say you get off from Tucson, you go from Tucson to Phoenix on that speed rail, you get off from Phoenix. Okay, where are you going to go from that rail depot? You ain't going to have a car, so you're going to have to rent a car, and then it's all going to add up. So fuck that shit. But yeah, let's fucking assassinate Saddam Hussein. That guy is so sick and twisted, he had one of his sons murdered and chopped up. And that gets now in the 20th century. Imagine the villain, people, the killer. But yeah, that's about it for today. I'll get back to you later. I'm going to be showing some clips. And the clips I'll be showing is off the wall, bizarre. And what it is all going to have some sort of connection to the 21st century. Resurrection, death. I'm going to show some music scenes of what I like. And that's what I'm going to try to say. I love music so much. I played a lot of music. And I've been in a lot of bands. So this is what I'm doing now, hanging out in tunnels. But I'll get back to the music.
That's what this show's
Okay,
all about.
out there in YouTube TV land, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thank you very much for watching. Hold on a minute.
That's what this show's all about, is predicting what year in the 21st century stuff will happen.
Just call me Nostradamus. Or Nostradamus. But there you go, they call me crazy. They call me crazy. They call me crazy. Welcome back to the Call Me Crazy show. My topic for this segment is the minimum wage. The minimum wage in the future. I'm sorry if I'm speaking too slowly or too softly. I'm sorry. But my segment and my topic on this segment is going to be about minimum wage in the 21st century. Right now, the minimum wage in 1998 is $5.15. I want to know what 30, 40, 50 years from now, 2040, 2050, in the next century, how much the minimum wage going to be? Is it going to be $18 an hour, $9, maybe $5.25 40 years from now? It might go up another 10 cents. We don't know. But I'm here at this shopping complex. Can't tell you where I'm at, but you can guess it. Well, whoopie-doo. No. But I want to say, minimum wage ain't the best thing in the world. I mean, it only gets people by, and that's a sad fact. That's getting me by, not more or less. But I can't believe it. Are people going to be coming out in the future to be buying all kinds of nice clothes and nice equipment? Are they going to be buying cologne 40 years from now? Is there going to be a high society like I'm a snob and you're poor, so therefore I'm better kind of mentality in the future? That's what I want to know. If you have any questions about that, write to me and tell me what you think about that, about people buying nice clothes in the future. Because in the future, things are going to be so fucked up. You're going to have more and worse things to worry about than looking good in the future, because you're going to have the ozone layer come down your ass. And I predict in the future that the ozone layer is going to going to get disappear. Fucking UV rays can come down. UV rays can come down and kill everybody. And the people that didn't kill, they'll be the tunnel people living underground. They'll be living underground. I'll be one of them people. When I find out the ozone layer is about to go out and that hole got bigger and bigger, letting in the UV rays in, I'll dig me a big hole in the ground, put cement on the wall, and I'll make myself a new home. Somewhat like this, but underground, what's behind me, underground, if you can imagine. But yeah, do you think people are going to be driving their car to go do the shopping experience? I say in the future, my prediction is they're going to be like doing hovercrafts. You ever see Back to the Future? You got the hovercraft, and you fly away. You can do a shopping experience. I myself in the future ain't gonna be spending top money to go buy real nice clothes. That's ridiculous. I got other shit to worry about. And so should you. I mean, we should worry about the planet, the planet. You gotta worry about recycle. You gotta recycle everything you can, because one day you're looking at me right now and you're sitting on that couch and you're looking, oh, you're just talking nonsense. The planet ain't gonna go anywhere. I'm here, I'm having fun, but hey, your children and your grandchildren are gonna be around. And that's kind of lame if you don't want your children not to have a good life when they come out, when they plop out. pretty vulgar, I guess. Yeah, people are coming already to this store where I'm at. And the minimum wage, I hate the minimum wage. It sucks. It fucking sucks. People make the poor people pay more taxes, and the rich people pay no taxes. How about that for fucked up? That is very fucked up. I barely make enough to survive, but I can't get no health insurance from the government because I make too much, and they expect me to pay somebody else for my coverage. Go figure. Go fucking figure. But that's it for my topic today for the Call Me Crazy show on the minimum wage. Seems like what I'm trying to say for my example, you see this parking lot, I hope this parking lot is like this every day in the future. Because I don't want people shopping for clothes in the future. That's sad. That's very sad. But I want business, but I would rather have people buy real good food somewhere else. But either way, okay, I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much. The Call Me Crazy show. And thank you very much. Bye-bye. Welcome back to the Call Me Crazy show. What you just saw was a couple of clips of what I had. What they're interesting about is the relevancy, or not the irrelevancy, but the relevancy of them being with the 21st century. The first clip I showed was a very, very good movie called Frankenstein. And that what it was, I was arguing my statement about the cloning business, about the resurrection business, and that is my point of view on what I think what can happen. And then you like that part where he punches a hand through your chest and pull that heart out. That's very cool. I always like that. The second segment that I showed was Colors, the movie Colors, and I'm pretty sure all you people in TV land have seen it. I know all the people who are from the 80s have seen it, are familiar with the soundtrack, Ice-T, and who can't remember that. But that's my statement to a gang and tunnel people in the 21st century. You see that kind of violence that's in that movie, in that clip that I showed you, that's what I think it's going to be, but maybe 10, 14, 20 times worse in the future, more guns, bigger guns, and it's kind of sad. And that was it for my segment, but thank you very much for sticking around. This is my first show I ever done. Thank you very much. You can get a hold of me at the Call Me Crazy show, and I'm about to show my address, the Call Me Crazy show. Thank you very much. There's a lot of people I'd like to thank. Martin Patola for my producing the show. I'd like to thank Anna, my girlfriend, for making the show possible. The Call Me Crazy show, Fan Club 1998. This is March 14th, Saturday, right to the Call Me Crazy show, P.O. Box 653, 65343, Tucson, Arizona 85728. Email address is fondocp@aol.com. Check me out if you have any responses or opinions on what I think, or you think I'm lame. Write me what you think. So, till next time, thank you very much. Later. Quick, cut me off, dude. I think the winner's pretty strong.
Our next song is called Morlock. Dedicated to all the people who are 6 feet under. Morlock.
But thank you very much. Thank you. You can get a hold of me at the Call Me Crazy Show. Here I go again. Here's your address. The Call Me Crazy Show. P.O. Box 65343, Tucson, Arizona 85728. My email address is pondoscp@aol.com. Thank you much for hanging out with me. My next topic next time will be all one topic. This was my first time as a pilot series or pilot show. I'm trying to get everything together. But thank you very much, and see you next time. And voila. And I gotta talk for one more minute, so hang in there with me and check out some sound. A wah-wah sound. But I won't go any further. I'm not paying you, or you're not paying me for any lessons, so I won't show off my secret. But until next time, I must ramble and ramble. But thank you very much. I hope you like my segments on the colors and Frankenstein. But thank you very much. Bye-bye.